I walk in and this woman starts talking about, she talked about, let's get rid of the elephant in the room. And she starts talking about racism and everything. I said, you didn't even say hello to me. And I'm doing them a favor by doing this. I'm doing this out of respect to the black community. And we're getting record numbers, as you know, in the black community. And
y'all hear me? Audio good? Bro, we're in a fucking hotel in fucking Japan right now, gang.
And she is horrible.
Bear with me, my love.
So she was very nasty. Harris Faulkner was there. She was excellent. The other person I didn't know, she was okay. I wouldn't say she was great, but she was okay. But I did it, and it was quite a sensation. Actually, a lot of people think it was well handled. The woman was so rude.
So rude.
That, you know, it's hard
to believe. What do y'all see in the background? Is that Cuff'em?
I do him a favor, and I do this. Most people said, why are you doing it? I feel I have an obligation to do it. I want to look with it. You become the president for all of the people, not for a certain segment, not even for just my, you know, they talk about my base, it's a very big base, but you become president for all of the people. So I feel you have an obligation to do that. Now, she's not doing anything. She's not doing any interviews.
Do you understand how legendary this is right now?
I believe she's capable. She starts, I don't know, she's...
Oh, no, copyright. Copy got a haircut?
The whole thing is strange. Let's put it this way. Our country's in big trouble.
Is that Adin's sister?
I spoke to your son, Don Jr., when I met you in Doral.
Right.
I spoke to Don Jr. a little bit. He said, "Man, I feel for the the young generation. You guys are look at this. Like, look what's going on here. Like, it's like you need this next 4 years. If not, I don't. He's like, I don't know how well the country's gonna do after these 4 years.
This is about to change the game.
I don't think it's survives. I really don't. Damn. Look, we're gonna have 20 million people in by the time this election takes place. 20 million people. That's bigger than New York State. Many of those people are people that you should not have, and we're all for everything, all men are created equal, as the expression goes, right?
Of course.
And now today they say
let me tell you something.
Women
this nigga Trump is so smart, gang.
Slightly different time. Today it's
who's the biggest non-voters? Gen Z, gang.
All men and women.
What's a better way to gravitate to grab Gen Z than hop on a fucking live stream in 2020 phone, nigga?
And all of these drug
this nigga on timing.
All of these people into our country, you're really hurting our country badly, and it has to be.
Camilla getting, you know what I'm saying, twerking on the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, he going on streams. Who you think doing it better? I don't know. This nigga fucking.
I didn't know they were allowed.
Can I say hi to Silky?
Yeah, they're allowed to applaud. You guys can keep applauding.
All right, that's common sense, right? You know, it is about common sense. I mentioned that term because whether you're conservative, liberal, it's all about common sense.
It is.
You want to have good education. You want to have borders. You want to have low interest rates. Be able to buy a house. You want to, different things. But you got to have common sense. And we're run by people. And you know, just a little thing. When I started campaigning, almost like 8 years ago, I talked about Merry Christmas. We should have Merry Christmas again. Let's bring back Merry Christmas. You weren't allowed to say Merry Christmas. I got it back.
It's a nice crowd, huh?
Even if you're Jewish, they like to say Merry Christmas. Every one of my Jewish friends say, we love Merry Christmas.
I'm Jewish. I love Merry Christmas.
Good. And you know, Kamala doesn't, though.
She doesn't like it?
She doesn't want you to use Merry Christmas. She thinks it's insulting to use Merry Christmas. So we'll have to work on her.
I wanted to ask you a question. Speaking of, you said something about common sense. Someone who has no common sense, Joe Biden. Do you think he was pushed out, or do you think he made the decision to step down?
No, he was not only pushed out, it was a coup. I'm telling you. They went in to see him. He did badly. The debate was a disaster.
It was horrible.
Okay. I don't know if I was brilliant or if he was horrible. Maybe it was a combination of both.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I know one thing. They were saying after I left, they said, you know, that was one of the greatest debate performances we've ever seen. And then 2 days later, they just said he was terrible.
Right.
You know, they never gave. They took away the great debate performance.
Yeah.
But anyway, but no, I mean, I did fine, and he is. He shouldn't. Look, he's done tremendous damage to our country. He's a terrible president. He was the worst president we've ever had. She's, by the way, considered the most unpopular vice president we've ever had. But she's a horrible. She's worse than he is.
That was the one that you sent me.
I actually think he's smarter than her. And I think he's a really not smart person.
Moz, can you
but I think he's smarter than she is. But she was convenient. She was there.
You don't have it on stream.
They have better people. I mean, they have much better people. In fact, all of the people that she's looking at are considered much better than her. These were people that were thinking about running. They would have run.
This shit's crazy, man.
Except that they didn't want to go through this roadblock with her.
500,000.
And, because you're the vice president. So they wanted to go pick them. And I think virtually every one of them is considered better, smarter, would be a better president than her. But we can't allow her to be president. She's going to destroy our country.
She'll ruin it. I mean, already. It's ridiculous what she's saying.
And by the way, the youth is so important because youth tends to be Democrat, and as they get older, they become Republican. That's what's happening. We can't wait 50 years. We can't. Make the move now. All of you young people, and he's got a lot of them. All I know is my kids say, Dad, you have no idea how big this interview is. I said, don't tell me that. But make the move now. Don't wait 50 years. Our country doesn't have 50 years.
Yo, this nigga Trump.
It's crazy to think about. I want to ask you a question. She did a rally recently. She had a rapper speak, and then she had a rapper twerk at a rally.
Yeah.
A rapper was twerking at a rally.
Yeah.
I want to know your thoughts on that. It's crazy to me.
Look, bro,
to think that
I'm all for my black folk. I don't agree with
well,
rap.
what Hillary did is she would go out and get Bruce Springsteen.
I'm not gonna lie.
He'd get much smaller crowds.
I wasn't with that shit.
And he had a guitar, right? I don't have a guitar. But he would fill up a place, and then he'd finish, and they'd all leave, and she'd be speaking. So now, Kamala's doing the same thing, because nobody wants to go watch her.
I mean, he already makes this shit seem kind of like trolling, I ain't gonna lie, but
nobody's going to want to watch her. And nobody does want to watch. Now, at least there's a little bit of curiosity, but there's no value really in going and watching her. So what she did is she's gotten a couple of rappers, and they fill up the place. But what she does is a little bit different. She has them go last. That's smart. I give. So in other words, they want her to finish her speech, get the hell off the stage, and then they can listen to the rap.
You're always trying to not fucking Rocky gang.
It's kind of smart.
Hillary didn't. No, I give her credit.
Yeah, give it to her a little bit.
Hillary never figured that out.
Aiden gonna ask Trump to pardon Tory?
And the star would fill up the place, and then Star would leave. They would leave. Everybody would leave. And she's talking to an empty stadium. Anyway,
them niggas not gonna give a fuck about his policies. They're just gonna vote for him. I ain't gonna lie.
I wanna move on to the fun stuff now. I think we've definitely talked on some ideas and policies. Excuse me. But I want to fun stuff, 'cause you are a fun guy. I've heard a lot from a lot of people how cool you are. Especially Dana. Shout out to Dana. I know you're watching.
Dana.
Yeah, he's the
There's
greatest.
nobody like him.
What are we living in?
And I always say, everybody can be replaced except Dana. Because this guy travels the world looking for fighters, okay? Get me fighters. He doesn't care where they from countries nobody ever heard of. And that's what he finds the best fighters.
But bro,
he
like, what do you expect him to be on time?
He's truly great at what he does.
He's the coolest. I know you're a UFC fan, right?
I am.
Who are like your favorite fighters?
Well, I think Khabib, I mean, how good is he?
I go lie.
You know who Khabib is?
Of course I know who Khabib is.
Khabib
was
is demon,
29,
bro.
I guess
I know this
29,
McGregor
and
stands out there.
And then his father died and he stopped. But I think he never lost.
That nigga's a demon,
I don't think he ever lost a round.
Wow.
He fought many times. He never lost like a round. And I thought he was I got to meet him at a fight 2 fights ago, because I walk in with Dana. Sometimes I do this walk in, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's where I first met you.
Yeah, that's right. Come to that.
Yeah.
If I didn't get any applause, you wouldn't want me on this show. You'd say, forget it. No, we get big applause. We walk in together.
It's crazy. You shut it down.
I met Khabib though, and he was very, he came to me and he said, "You're the man that can stop the war," because he's talking about the war with Ukraine, Russia.
Of course.
Because he knows they're his people.
Yo, this nigga Trump,
on both sides, right? There's so many people dying in that war, and the whole culture is being destroyed.
Khabib said that,
cities
chat?
are coming down. They're just pouring bombs in, and he really, it was amazing. We weren't talking about fighting. We were talking about a different kind of fighting, a much worse kind of fighting, and he was very concerned about that whole thing, that war. He said, you can get it stopped, and I can get it stopped. I will have that stopped before I assume off. I will, if I win the election, the first thing I'm going to do is get Putin and get Zelensky, I know them both very well, and get them to make a deal, because it's crazy.
It is.
It's crazy.
It is.
Look, if you become president, just lower my taxes and don't give police immunity, and like we straight, gang. You know what I'm saying?
I like you people.
key.
You know what they are, though? They're people that want to see the country do well.
That's it.
It's people
Not raise their
that
taxes. Kids not raising my taxes.
they don't want to see crime.
Right.
They don't want to be mugged, because they're selfish in that respect. They prefer not being mugged, right? But they don't want other people to be mugged, beaten up, shot,
It's way more than just that.
and killed. In Chicago, on July 4th weekend, they had 117 people shot. Think of this, you live there. 117 people were shot, 17 died. This is in one weekend, July 4th weekend.
Wow.
I mean, nobody wants that. If you're living in Chicago, you have a good chance of, something bad happening when you're going to go buy a loaf of bread.
Bro. Yeah, that's
Something
my
really
manager
bad
from
can happen.
Chicago.
So
How's
we
the
don't
gun
wanna-
violence
and they
been?
don't
How'd you make it out that motherfucker?
I just
thanks to you, man.
briefly. They are
Thanks to you, man. I got
great
rid of
people. But they're like other people. People don't want crime.
not bad. We only
They don't
got
want to
a
go
couple
to
RPGs.
wars.
Bro,
They
Chicago.
want to be able to make money.
You
They
was
want to be
every
able to have a good
Republican's
life. They
talking
want a
point,
great
gang. Tighten the
education.
fuck up.
All the things that you want.
Yo,
Just the basic
Chicago is
things.
every
And we
Republican's
don't
talking
have
point,
that.
gang.
It's really sad, honestly.
You can't even be mad at it. It's
and I
your
don't
Think
niggas,
of this,
gang.
Israel. You're Jewish. Are you a fan of Israel?
Out here
Yeah.
playing GTA.
It would have never happened. October 7th would have never happened if I was president. And everybody admits it. Iran was broke.
Adin.
They had no money. I wouldn't let anybody buy oil from Iran. As soon as Biden comes in, he didn't have any. He didn't have
Like I
any.
said,
He let everything happen. But Iran was totally broke. They had no money. And I wouldn't let them, nobody. China, I said, you buy oil from Iran and you can't do business in the United States. They said, we'll pass. I mean, that's fine. But I did that with everybody. And we would have had a deal, 100% we would have had a deal, and there would have been no attack. There was no money left. Iran had no money. We would have made a deal. We would have made a fair deal for them. I would have loved to have made a fair deal. I'm not looking to.
Fuck Israel.
I just want them. They can't have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. They can't have a nuclear weapon. You cannot
Every
let Iran have a
president,
nuclear
both these
weapon.
presidents fought with
So what happens?
Joe
is,
and this nigga fought with Israel. So
we
like,
worked very hard on that, and then he comes in and he allows everybody to go. China now is buying millions, billions, and billions of dollars worth of oil, and Iran now is a very rich country. And October 7th would have never happened, and it wouldn't happen because they didn't have the money to pay Hamas
Adin.
and Hezbollah
What?
and all of these. They call them instruments of terror. A lot of different names.
billions and
And so
billions.
October 7th would have never happened. The recent attack on the park would have never happened. That was so graphic. And
That's how many viewers my dog got.
Normally you don't see that. Normally the media cuts it up, but they didn't have time to cut it up. It was during the day, very public. And you'd see children with their legs
He
cut
beat the
off.
peak in WNL community, right?
Those initial scenes were so horrible, where a rocket landed in
We got
a
only
little
9K,
soccer
bro. We got 18K.
It's
gang.
terrible. All of that stuff would have
Refresh
never
your shit.
happened. And
No?
we'll get it stopped fast, by the way. We'll get it stopped fast. There's no games.
How did Tom get there? Tom was just with us. That nigga took a flight.
Well, everyone that's watching, everyone behind, just know that your vote really does matter. And
You gotta understand, this is
you
not
guys
Twitch,
have
though,
a big
chat.
decision coming up in November. You guys gotta really go out there and vote for the right person, which is him.
Wow, that's
Do a little alley-oop there.
it's
this
funny
nigga-
that
yo,
you
this
now I
nigga's
know why
crazy,
you're so
bro.
popular, because I've been on for years with people that really do like me, and they're even fair to me and everything else. But they wouldn't do what you just. They wouldn't say, "Vote for him." They do. They're short of that. They wouldn't do it. They do, and they vote for me,
This
but
is
they wouldn't say it.
crazy.
I think it's great that you can say something like that. I think it's ethical, it's fair, it's smart. And if you felt that way about somebody else, that's okay too. But you have journalists today, like that one that intercepted me literally. That was like a booby trap. I walk
Trump
in
on
and she
Ozempic.
starts saying, "We got to start a meeting." She didn't say, "Oh, thank you very much for being here."
No.
Just like the worst. And frankly, if I owned that network, I would fire her so fast. It was so inappropriate. And I actually, once you sort of walk out, then you put the guard up.
Chad, who's
and you
the best
actually give
Republican
less
streamer,
information
debater,
than
or
what you
YouTuber?
would've. They did it with Sugar, right? But she doesn't know about Sugar, that one. That was sort of terrible. It became viral, #1 viral.
Yeah.
And it was the question that was viral. I think my answers were sort of.
They were really good.
I think they were.
Cause I'm trying to see the head of the head going against Destiny or
I
some
can't
shit.
brag,
Cause
but they were
I'm
considered
tired of
to be
seeing
very
Destiny
good.
be killing all these niggas.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
The level of hatred and craziness, and you don't know, is that from the head of the network?
You go.
Or is that from?
Nah, gang.
But ABC.
You see
I've
Seiko's
said
tweets
for a
about
long
Trump
time,
today? I don't think he
ABC
fucking with
is
that
where
nigga.
you have George Slopadopoulos. I don't know if you've ever, but he's a nasty guy. You know, you sit down, and yet to Biden, he interviews Biden. I said, there's no way that Biden can handle this guy if the guy is like normal, like he normally is.
Yeah.
He was so nice to Biden. He asked him and then when Biden couldn't answer, which he can't answer most of the questions because he has no clue where he is, Slopadopoulos is giving him the answers. He's giving the question. And isn't it true that you really don't want to see war? Isn't that true? Yeah. No, the whole thing is crazy.
This nigga troll, bro.
I want to real quick talk about one thing. It was super important to me when I saw it. Censorship. You know, I don't know if you saw what Elon had posted. Elon basically showed if you were to Google Donald Trump about a week ago, all you see is Kamala. That's all you see is Kamala. It's crazy.
I don't care what nobody say.
Really Trump.
That nigga Elon, he not no centrist.
So
gang.
Google is really
fuck what he talking about.
It's
That nigga,
horrible.
That nigga.
When they had the word assassination up, because you know there was a big moment a few weeks ago where I got whacked. I got whacked, and whether it's me or anybody else, that's a terrible thing. Terrible thing for our country. It was terrible for everything. And when you put up the name,
whacked,
the word assassination, it went to Lincoln, it went to many other people, many of whom I didn't even know there was an attempted assassination. The only one it didn't have was Trump. Think of it. And when you put up the word assassination, it also sent you to Kamala. And people were really angry at it. Look,
who you voting
something
for?
wrong with Google.
Gang.
I don't know if it's the people running it inside or the smaller people, so to speak, the people that are actually doing the nuts and bolts. I doubt it. It's got to come from the top. And it's so illegitimate. They have to do something about it. And, I mean, the market speaks. Everybody should maybe just go off Google, not use it. There's so many other things. Watch your show instead. But there are so many things. Now, Mark Zuckerberg called me, and he apologized. They actually had it where, you know, AI is dangerous. It's going to be with us, but it's very dangerous. They actually had the Secret Service agents were very brave because when I was being shot at, there were 8 shots. And as soon as they heard that first gun, I did think I did a good job because I heard and I went down. You know, when you hear bullets, you tend to drop to the floor. Of course. If you're not intelligent, like I don't think Joe would have dropped to the floor. I think it's
no. I think he would have just been like, "What's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
What is that?
Where are those bullets?
Is that a bird?
Oh, there they are. There they are. No,
yo,
I don't think he
bro,
would have dropped to the floor.
Right.
But anyway, it's
how many people you think voted for Trump for the memes, gang?
When you see what's going on, and he called up, and there's a very iconic picture that was taken.
What percentage?
But there's a number of them actually. But there's one in particular that was very iconic, and it's been on the covers with the fists up. And the secret agents, service agents,
Biden really.
And you know, I know they're going through a little bit of a questioning period. Let me tell you, these people were brave because those bullets were coming at me, and I heard them. They were whizzing over my head. I had the one here, and I went down, and they were whizzing over, and I had 7 people, maybe a lot of people, a lot of very big people on top of me within seconds, and a lot of people that I know would not have done that. Aiden, I'm telling you, when bullets are coming right over you, and you got people willing to, I asked a couple of them, they expected to die. They actually expected to die, and I understood that.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened that was amazing is within 5 seconds, the sniper, the Secret Service sniper, from a much further distance, 1 bullet, and didn't know about it. Now, it was a communication problem, a big one, and had it taken place, you know.
W sniper? Wait,
10
what sniper?
seconds earlier,
You talking about the Secret Service sniper?
would have been good, but there was a communications problem. But he,
not the
supposedly, I don't think he knew.
assassinator.
And I've gone through it too. I don't think the sniper knew anything about it. He may have heard there could be a problem, but he didn't know anything about it. Think of it. A thing like that happens. He went by the gun and the fire of the gun. Just when the bullets come out, you see fire. And he was able to see that from probably more than 300.
That nigga's a demon, I ain't gonna lie.
3 football fields, that's a lot.
And
And 1 bullet took him out. And if he didn't shoot him, you would have had probably a lot of people.
that nigga's a demon, bro. That nigga needs
Probably
like
a lot of people would have been dead. He had a
I
lot
don't
of
know,
bullets up
like-
there. He had
like-
a powerful gun,
Shit.
and he had a lot of bullets
him and his
up
whole
there,
ancestry
and,
need to be.
The reason he stopped was he got hit 5
You
seconds.
got- what?
That's a pretty amazing job when you think, you know, it's sort of a
Silence
surreal
of face.
experience.
Yeah.
Right? And you could say that for them too. And they go years
got
and they don't have
fired?
to do that. They don't have to shoot people. And then all of a sudden they're confronted and they see somebody firing. And a lot of people wouldn't react like that. They wouldn't, they'd say, let's call in and find out what's going on.
Right.
His reaction time, I think, was amazing. So there was a big communication problem, and they'll get that straightened out. But the people, the Secret Service,
they told him not to
brave,
shoot,
and that sniper was very talented to hit the target, hit a target like that from so far away.
Right. Mr. President, I do want to say, first of all, you took a bullet for everyone in this room, everyone watching, everyone. The reaction that you gave, no other president is going to do that. They're going to either remain, where they are. You are a brave man. You stood up and went like this.
What did he say? He stood up. He said a hard effort, some shit, ain't it?
Well,
that boy was on.
I will say
that's one of the closest
the
in
audience
history, though.
was very brave. Also, the fans, the people, and it's much more than MAGA. Although I think MAGA is
MAGA,
almost everybody, because it's what we talk about.
Yeah.
But all of those people were tens of thousands of people, as far as the eye could see, and then the people in the back, and those are the people you see because the cameras are focused on that bleacher in the back, with 100 to 150 people or something. But those people never moved. And if you go to crowd, we had a crowd control type person, said, whenever a bullet is fired, they know a bullet and they know a sound. We had a lot of bullets fired. So when you think of it, plus the Secret Service, whenever a bullet's fired, everybody empties out.
I forgot who
they immediately leave and empty out the whole stadium, and they call it a stampede, like in cattle.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get killed with stampedes. They get literally.
Imagine getting killed in
Many
the stampede.
people die in soccer stadiums. But when a bullet goes off, everyone leaves. Almost every time.
Yeah.
Nobody left. And you had the man behind me. He's looking like this. He's looking. There was no fear. They knew
I'd be tight.
that I was in trouble. They saw that. They saw the blood, because the blood, I guess you get hit in the ear. I can tell you, a lot of blood when you get hit in the ear. That's one thing we learn. We learn all these things, unfortunately. But they saw there was a big problem. Normally, when they hear that, they're all, they disperse. Nobody left. And you take a look at that. Now, that was a microcosm of what was out in front of me, because the speech was being made.
Yeah.
So what you doing if you're in that rally? You heard bullets flying.
Nobody there was leaving either. It was really amazing. They knew there was a problem. And when I got up, they were confused because Secret Service was lifting me. I guess I was getting up, and I'm looking for my shoes. I didn't want to go on where they had stretchers and stuff. I didn't want to go on stretchers. I didn't want to do that. But it was amazing. And they were confused because you could be up, but you're not looking too good. And I felt it was important to let people know that I was okay and our country was okay, in the sense that our country was okay. And so I did that, and the audience was...
Why you look so bored? It's just an angle. It's like...
USA...
on a box.
Yeah. Wild. It was
I'm drunk,
It was a hell of a horrible experience, but I learned a lot about the love in this country. Think of it. A bullet goes off, everyone leaves, and his bullets going off. They just...
Again, a true hero.
You think Trump gonna win again?
The way they didn't move, you have to watch that group behind, because that was the same as the group in front, the big group. Was it like, geez, normally they say, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
how do we do
that's
this?
true.
They
just
weren't.
stood
They
and watched.
saw I was in trouble.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to move. And many of them were standing up, and they were looking. One man in particular with a floppy hat and wearing like a black shirt, and he's out there just looking. It's a fascinating thing to see. And when you hear crowd control people say, we can't even imagine that happened, that shows their love for me, maybe, but for the country. And it was pretty amazing.
Felon?
That's great.
Thank you.
That only matters if you're a Democrat for
I got you a gift. Well, a couple gifts.
Oh, good. That's good.
I'll show you, another gift. I'll show you, the second gift a little bit later. Okay. But I did get you a gift, and I got you this gift because, look, you are...
I'm being real, guy.
I feel like you constantly
Joe
get beat
Biden
over. You're
was
so
a
strong.
felon. That'd be a main talking point of every
like I said, you live for the people, and you're a hero. I want to present to you this gift right
Camilla.
here. I hope you like watches, Rolexes.
Oh, that's a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
Should I open it?
You should open it.
Yo, this nigga, get it, nigga.
That's a great watch, actually.
Ed!
They're good company.
You like Rolex?
They like Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player and Arnold Palmer.
Adin!
The golf guys and all the other guys, too. I do. This is beautiful. Thank you. Don't they have nice packaging?
They do. Really, really nice.
But I'll get it, nigga. It's a plain Jane share or some ice?
Wow, that's so nice. Oh, should I show that to the audience?
Yeah, they can see it.
Yo, this nigga Trump, baby.
Now I know it's worth it. Well, my boys said, "Oh, that's such a big show." I don't know what you're doing, but you really are respected.
Fucking billionaire getting a
I go
Rolex.
into other shows, nobody does a big deal about it.
I do want to say also,
Thank you very much.
shout out to Nelk boys. I know you love Nelk.
Oh, they're great.
They're the greatest.
Well, that was through Dana. You know, Dana is very much into this world.
King
Dana's
Trump?
a
I'm
young
not gonna lie, I
guy,
feel like he want to be king,
Yeah.
no
he's a young
cap.
guy, so-
Yeah.
But Dana is into this world like he could be an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
He knows more about you and the Nelk brothers and the Nelk boys, and he asked me to do their show. And I will tell you, I got a tremendous
It's what we need. We need a king.
response. You know, you do some of these big shows, you do like 60 minutes and nobody cares. You do Nelk or you, and I can already see so many people go, I hear you doing the show.
Oh, wow.
I said, oh, I've had a lot of calls. So it's like a new wave.
Yeah.
It's a new thing. Who would think it? And sometimes television is not, I sort of feel that television will always be television.
Yeah.
But numbers aren't like they used to be.
No, I would say, live streaming and YouTube is kind of like the new age television for, younger people. So I did have some clips I wanted to react to.
Okay.
So this is the fun stuff I wanted to get into.
GG.
Let's get into the reactions right here. This is so cool. I'm actually reacting with you.
Is it a refresh?
All right.
You know, I put you on Truth. That we're
Really?
doing- yeah.
Thank you, man.
Truth is my voice, you know.
Yeah.
And it's doing great.
Yeah.
Everybody should go on Truth.
Yeah.
But I will say.
With
that I
Truth
put you
Social
on,
Gang? How you refresh
that
it?
we're doing
How
this
many viewers you got? I can't check.
And the response was.
Refresh how many viewers you got.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so shout out to Nelk, but they kind of gave me this idea. I have 2 segments I want to do with you.
Okay.
The first one is use one word that comes to mind to describe that person. Okay?
Okay.
It's a fun
GG.
game.
Fine.
Let's
GG.
start. All right. Who is
GG.
the first picture? And we got the Nelk boys. One word.
Great.
I love that. Okay,
Really
great. Okay.
So you're friends with them.
Yeah.
Are they competitors of yours, though?
Not even, honestly. Every time that I
Nelk
speak
don't
to Kyle,
stream, right? They just drop podcasts and do videos, right?
They're really, really
No,
good.
they're
Jimmy.
just great.
Yeah.
But in a way, you would be competitors, but you don't.
They're more bigger on the YouTube side of things. I'm more
Right.
live, so it's a lot.
see.
It's a different
I see.
world,
So it's different,
but
yeah.
it's kind of like parallel.
Look at them. I mean, they're just great people. That was Dana White. He said, you got to do them. I said, who are they? I didn't know. And after I did them, it was like an explosion.
All right, let's see what we got next here. We
Yo,
got,
nigga, busted.
me.
Yeah. Well, I can just tell you that one word would be outstanding. My sons told
shit.
me about you, and
Chat, what do you think word he used for me, chat?
they
Donald
told me
Trump.
about how big Dad, my Baron.
Yeah.
He said, Dad, he's
Black.
really big. I said, yeah, but what about else? He said, he's also a friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
But
Retard.
big stuff, Adin. So I just have to say outstanding to do what you've done at a young age. And I know how old you are. You're young. You're seriously young. My suit is older than you are.
How old's your suit?
I don't know. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. President.
That's W
Let's see
audience.
who we got
debate.
next. We got you.
Okay, baby.
Patriot. I'm a Patriot.
Patriot, chat.
Joe Rogan.
Interesting. He really is. He's an amazing guy. He's a very.
I feel like he's
interesting-
interesting, chat. You can't cap for
We
this
got
one.
next.
Camilla. Oh,
Mr.
Dana.
White.
Oh, well, he's a fighter. I'll tell you, that guy, he fights. You wouldn't want to have him against you. A little bit true with all of these
Elon.
people that you're showing. There's a
Oh,
good
wow.
one.
What's he gonna say for Elon?
A genius, truly a genius. I see the rockets come down with the engines,
Yeah.
and they're coming down, and the engines are landing.
What a cost in that big
Their
ass,
wings
ugly
are
ass
not-
face come on the screen like
was
this. That smile
a couple years
picture.
ago. I said,
Right.
Ugly ass way.
that. And I said, what was that all about? He says, well, we want to be able to save.
Yeah, I think
the
I'm gonna
engines,
be the
not
next
go into
3.
the ocean and all. But he really is. He's a genius. He's also a very good person, Elon.
You know Trump tapped in on some words and shit.
Kanye.
Obama.
So he's very complicated. Let's say complicated.
Complicated. That's a good
Because
word.
he's a really nice guy, but he can get himself into trouble, and he can get some other people. But you know, he's got a good heart. He does. But he's complicated. Kanye. Fake, but
Jesus Christ.
In all fairness, look, but she knows it. She's got a thing going. It's a good thing. She's a good thing for her.
Yo.
But there's a certain something she's got. She's got a
said
spark.
fake.
That's pretty amazing, actually. She's got a good spark. So I'll change it. I'll say spark. She does have. She gets on. You know, when she was running against a gentleman from Queens, and I asked his people, I said, are you careful? This guy was going to be Speaker of the House. It was going to be him, not
Is Trump number one clip farmer on the planet?
And Joe, he is a good politician, a real pro, been around for a long time, many years in Congress. And I watched her on television. Saw a clip of her speaking, ranting, raving, going crazy. And I said, who's she running against? She's running against Joe. I said, oh, does he know what's going on? Oh, he's got no problem, sir. He's got no problem. I said, is he doing any debates? No, he doesn't have to bother with the debates. He's been there for years. Tell him I said that he should be careful, because I saw her. And I said, she's Evita. I called her Evita. Maybe that's the best. Evita Peron, right? I said, she's Evita. She's in the street screaming, shouting, going crazy, hugging people, everybody's being hugged.
All right, gang, he said one word, my nigga.
Be careful.
Next.
And
fuck. We're ready for your rage.
So, you know, I give her credit. But she's got a lot of sizzle. Well, there's a powerful man. He's a powerful man. I know him very well. I know him probably better than anybody in this country knows him.
Interesting.
And got to know him extremely well. We had a great relationship until COVID. COVID was a step too far. But we did very well with China. President Xi, we did very, very well with China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars. No president took in 10 cents. I took in. And I exposed China. Look, I want China to do great. Okay, but they can't take...
Motherfucker trying to start a war?
We're doing for you. Years and years, we'd lose $500 billion a year.
Billion!
All of that. But then COVID came in, and it really... I changed, but I will have a very good relationship with him. There's no going to war with him. He doesn't want to go to war. We're not going to go to war. And we had a very good relationship, actually. He was right in this room. He came to this country, and he stayed here for a number of days, as you remember. And we had incredible meetings, a very famous meeting in the dining room.
Come out.
But he loves his country, and he's very strong and very powerful.
We don't want no war, bro.
And
let's vibe.
Very interesting.
You don't want no war
either.
either,
He really does love his country, I can tell you that. Yeah. Gavin Newscomb. You spelled it. No, you spelled his last name.
Hey, y'all fuck with Gavin?
He literally ruined California. Beautiful state. California is beautiful. He ruined it.
And when you watch him, he's always saying, oh, we're doing so great.
Right,
We're not doing great. I mean, I have holdings in California, and
no, why not?
I own a golf course right on
you
the
ruined
ocean,
it?
right on the Pacific.
How do you ruin it?
In Palos Verdes. So beautiful. It's a club.
Wasn't this the only nigga holding it down when that nigga
many acres,
Biden was out here looking dead as fuck?
It's fantastic, but
you know, telling Democrats, yo, you gotta like,
one of the most
you gotta hold it down for your people, gang.
In terms of weather, in terms of everything. And
they're
they're just destroying it with crime.
Old.
The crime is out of control. It's a very dangerous place. And he, you know, I think he's, you know, it's a shame because I like him. I got along with him great. I helped him a lot with his fires. I kept saying, you know, why didn't you do something about the forest fires?
Yeah.
There's no reason to have that. There's no management. They have no management control over the forests. I said, you have to do things. But I got along with him great, but he has not done the job. No. He has not done. Sad.
Put Kodak on the screen, nigga. Yo, that Gavin nigga look kind of scary.
Yeah. He's turned very liberal, actually.
I don't know who this is, but I don't think I can trust this nigga.
And could be. I mean, anything's possible in this world, you know? You're going to learn as you get older. You've seen a lot already for your age. Per age, I would say. Per year spent, you've seen as much as anybody.
You're right.
Justin Trudeau is, I get along with him very well, actually, but
y'all vote with this
very
nigga?
progressive, and the people
Canadian.
of Canada are not liking it. I mean,
Prime
if they
Minister.
had a good conservative
Is he cool, chap?
person, which maybe they do, maybe they don't, I don't know. But somebody that's a strong conservative would win in Canada. Canada is very unhappy about the way they've been treated as people.
Is this facts,
I
Adin?
got along with him well. Now, this man I really got along with well. We had Little Rocket Man. We had the red button. He said, I have a red button on my desk. And I said, no, I have a red button too. And mine's bigger than yours and mine worked. It was a really bad month and a half. You know, he was very, very tough on President Obama, very tough on everybody. You know, it's the hermit nation.
That nigga Obama's savage.
I said to him, do you know Elton John? No. He said, did you ever hear the song Rocket Man? And I actually played him the song Rocket Man. He said, no, I've never heard it. I said, you're Rocket Man. He said, no, you call me Little Rocket Man.
Until y'all use him bombing niggas as a talking point, then he's not soft.
So we had a very nasty,
fucking killer.
People were actually worried about it because it could have been.
Jason,
but
chill,
President Obama told me that this was the single biggest threat to the United States, was Kim Jong-un of North Korea. And one day I got a call from people that wanted to see me about him, and he wanted to meet. He did not want to meet with Obama, did not want to meet with anybody. Got tremendous nuclear capability. He does. We've checked that closely, and he does. I got to know him very well, and I got along with him.
I ain't gonna lie to Trump. I don't think none of these Chinese,
strong.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of these niggas like
you know,
take
a lot
you
of people
serious
say,
though.
oh,
Like, I feel like
he's not the leader. He's
at the crib laughing.
He's around. His
like,
people are standing up.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen. We were at a luncheon.
He not
had
Chinese?
20 people on his side. And
Korean. My fault.
Looking at each other.
Right.
In Singapore, we had a meeting in Singapore. It was the biggest press conference I've ever had. There were thousands.
I was talking about the other Chinese nigga though.
Paparazzi. I've never seen anything like it. I think people said they've never seen anything like it. I was walking in, he was walking in, we met in the middle.
It's a North Korean
place just went crazy. But we got along very well. He's very, very smart.
Documentaries, gang.
And, you know, he's a real power. He's a real power. I think he's upset that I'm not there. Nothing would have happened with him. We would have gotten along with him fine. I was trying to get him to do, you know,
he's scary. I ain't gonna cap.
You talk about location. He's right between, think of this, Russia, China, one side, and South Korea.
Are you sober? Fuck no.
You have a great
I left the club for this shit. You
could make so much. You could have gorgeous things. I said to him, think about gorgeous condos going up on your shore. He's got a lot of ocean. He's got ocean frontage on both sides, right? But I got along with him great. We would have had no problem with him. Now he's getting very angry with us, and he's getting very angry with, I understand he doesn't like her. He doesn't know her, but he forms opinions, and he doesn't like her. And he thought that Biden was a stupid man, a very stupid man. He would say that, but I say the same thing, so at least we agree on something. But Biden they really have hurt our country. Those people have hurt our country.
I ain't gonna lie.
Kim Jong-un was great for...
Trump will rank the fuck out of him.
As long as I was there, there was going to be no problem. That I can tell you. We met in Singapore.
He might not answer none of your questions in the debate, but he gonna flame them shit.
You know, I always say that we have enemies from within, and we have enemies on the outside. So he would be considered, I guess, an enemy. I think he would be absolutely fine. China, the same thing. I always say if you have a smart president, you don't have a problem with the outside. But you still will have a problem with the inside because these people are sick. They're sick. And the people from the inside, I mean, they're willing to take down our country. It's incredible. When I look at guys like Adam Shifty Schiff, he's such a bad guy, such a liar with the Russia hoax. Total hoax. It went on for 2.5 years, and total exoneration, nothing to do with Russia. The opposite. I was the worst thing that ever happened to Russia because I stopped the pipeline, the Russia pipeline. It's called Nord Stream 2. Nobody ever heard of Nord Stream 2. But
he didn't know what the fuck going on, bro. Look at this nigga.
Years of this stuff. And actually putting our country in danger because you put your country in danger with another country. They made up a hoax. It was made up by Hillary and Adam Shifty Schiff and some of these people about Russia. And they did it actually as an excuse for her to lose the election.
Wow.
So they said, why did you lose? She was expected to win. She didn't win at all. Won all those states that people thought she was going to win. She didn't campaign hard enough. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. All I know is we'd have stadiums
Kai's
with
record, chat?
50, 70,000 people. She'd go and she'd have 150 people. And I used to say, why am I going to lose Michigan if I have 75,000 people and she has 100?
What?
Why am I going to lose? And I turned out to be right. We won states that hadn't been won by Republicans for decades. And it was an amazing thing. But
Bro, that's OG, bro.
getting along with these people is really, getting along with the foreign leaders. If you're smart, our country is safe. If you're stupid, and that's a problem.
It was at
we have
6:20
stupid
earlier?
people there now, and those people are very dangerous right now. Right now, you know, I'm hearing there's going to be an attack tonight by Iran of Israel. They're going to be attacked tonight. I'm telling you right now. I hear it just through the same waves. There's no top secret information or anything.
Right.
But I hear that Israel's going to be
I ain't gonna
attacked
lie, Aiden.
tonight.
Ethan's down bad right now. I think
Nobody
you
would even be
send
talking
Trump some
about that
ETH.
word because it wouldn't happen
and
100%.
like live on stream
And
type shit.
it's so, but
Get
when
the
you
shit
have
boosted,
Pelosi
or
and when you have
mention it.
Schiff, and you have
Mention it or something.
all these people, I mean, when you have
I lost some
people
bread,
like
gang. I ain't gonna
Schumer,
cap.
you
Let
have
me
all
check.
these people are a danger to our country.
I woke up to.
They get a guy like Biden in, he's just a vessel. He has no idea where the hell he is.
Oh
He's
wait.
their perfect vessel because he'll do anything that they
Why
want
not?
him to do.
Right.
So we really have dangerous people. They go after their political opponent, like me. I mean, me being especially. I mean, they've used law enforcement to go after me. They've come at me with everything. We just won the big case in Florida. You saw that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the big case. That was the biggest of the cases. And we won that conclusively. We had a brilliant and very fair judge. I mean, you know, if I have fair judges, I win every case. But they put you in cases where the judges are totally corrupt. Where, like in New York, where the whole legal system is actually bringing down the state and bringing down the city because the corruption's so bad. But we have to solve the problem from within. The problem on the outside, if you have somebody smart, is you can handle it easily, actually. But the problem from within, we have people that truly hate our country. We have to solve that problem.
Chat, who hates our
I want
country?
to get this right with what I'm about to say because you had
Oh,
said
wait.
something about crooked people. And, you know, I want to say, you know, I want to get this right. That's why I'm pulling on my phone. You know, the same DA, you know, Fannie Willis.
Right, Fannie Willis.
She treated you very unfairly.
She goes by the name of Fani, even though it's F-A-N-I. She wants to pronounce Fani. She's little French, little French accent. And her lover, Wade, right?
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Wade.
Would you say she's very unfair?
Well, not only to me. There are many people. She wanted to indict a senator, a couple of senators, I understand.
Bro.
That had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, there are many people, and this has taken place in Georgia. Georgia's phenomenal. Georgia's I love the people of Georgia. I've done great with the people of Georgia.
Yeah.
Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina. But Georgia is so good, and she's destroying it, and the governor should do something about it because, look, these are innocent people. These are patriots. They complained about an unfair election.
Right.
And they want to put them in jail for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Hillary Clinton still complains. Stacey Abrams from Georgia constantly complains that she won the election. She said she won it twice.
Where's Trump
and she
from?
constantly
I don't know.
complains about it. Nothing happens
Wisconsin,
there.
Alabama,
We
New
have
York.
2 tiers of justice in our country. And, you know, they used that on me and my numbers went up. And I
remember.
think
Might
I'm
be
the
from New
first
York.
one that
That's
can
where that
say
shit
that.
is at.
The numbers don't go up when that happens.
No.
But they have with me because
Yeah.
I have a platform like being with you today.
course.
I can talk about how unfair it is. It's terrible. You complain about an election, they want to
drunk?
put you in jail.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not even thinkable. But they've weaponized government. This is Biden. The people that surround him, and the beautiful, they have a desk, resolute desk, it's incredible, in the Oval Office. The people that surround the
trash.
resolute
Fuck outta
desk,
here.
what they are, is a real
Unpin that
danger
shit.
to our country. I will tell you that. I'm not even sure Biden has any idea what's going on.
Right.
He's perfect for them because they are running the country.
Yo, Chad, we
And
saw
Biden
Kim
doesn't have a
Jong-un,
clue.
by the way.
He just wants to go home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
He should have never been president.
1 second, I was just gonna switch this. So I know Fannie Willis has treated you very unfair. I have a friend who's currently being treated unfair by her. He's a rapper named Young Thug.
Yeah.
And I was just
I heard that, actually.
Yeah, I just was wondering if there's a way that we can make sure he gets treated fair. That's all.
So I've heard about him, and I heard he's being treated very unfairly by
unfair.
her.
Yeah.
And I would tell her she's got to treat these patriots that are being all terrible, they're going after him. And I hear Young Thug is being treated, I heard the name.
Yeah.
I heard it from other people where they say he's being treated very unfairly.
Very unfair.
So he's got to be treated fairly.
Please.
Yo.
So,
this nigga Adin moving devious. Yo, Adin, hey man, you going crazy. I can't.
hopefully some good ones. Well,
You try to get that black vote. You gotta respect it.
He was very good with me because when they were doing the Russia hoax, they said I did something with him on a phone call. And basically I congratulated
I
him
gonna lie, I got a free Thug shirt.
is winning the presidency.
right.
And said some other things which turned out to be perfect, better than perfect. If he sees any corruption, please report it to the Attorney General of the United States, which we have an agreement with the country. We have actually a signed contract with them, a very important one, that because Ukraine has always been known as very corrupt. I don't know if you know that. It has been a very corrupt country. I think the people are great, but it's been very corrupt. And I said, if you find any corruption in the country, you should report it immediately to the Attorney General. I did say that. And it was a very good thing to say. It turned out I was 100% right in saying it. So they made up a phone call, but fortunately, the phone was essentially taped. The call was essentially taped. I didn't know this, but a lot of times when you're talking foreign leaders, they have tapes or they have stenographers. And we had two professional, really great military stenographers. So every word. So when they said I did these things, I said, no, I didn't. And then I said, was that taped or did they have the stenographers? The answer was yes. And they got all the way down the line to impeach me. They wanted to impeach me over this phone call, a single phone call. And I knew that I had them because I had the tape or the stenographers, everything, perfect. Every word was said. And then they did the impeachment. And just before that, because I remember Nancy Pelosi was crazy, we can't impeach him. Look at what the phone call was. She saw the phone call.
Yeah.
And then they decided, well, let's do it anyway. Can you believe how bad these people are?
Horrible.
Let's do it anyway, because they had the phone call. That's where Tim Scott, a great guy from a senator from South Carolina, said, wait a minute, I've just read the phone call. That phone call was, he was the first one to speak up. Tim Scott of South Carolina. Then Republican senators spoke up. And they were great. I mean, there was great, of course, the only one was Mitt Romney, real stiff. And he couldn't get elected dog catcher right now. But and he actually voted. He actually only took a half a vote away, but everybody else voted for me, 100% unanimous with the Republicans. And it was fine. But what they did was they made up a call. And then when they found out that I had it essentially on tape, they looked really bad. And they had a decision to make. Do they pull it? And she said, no, we shouldn't be doing this, but let's go ahead with it anyway. I did nothing wrong. So you have to be careful. So let me just say about him. So when they called him and they asked him, did President Trump say anything that was inappropriate or wrong? He said, absolutely not. It was a very nice phone call. There was nothing unusual about it at all. And he could have grandstanded. He could have said, well, And he didn't say that. So I respect him. I think that I will be able to make a deal with him and Vladimir Putin very quickly.
That's great.
Even though it would have been a lot easier before this war started, and you wouldn't have 500,000 people, or maybe much more than that. I think you're going to find that the number of people dead is far greater than what they're saying. That's a really nasty thing going on over there. But I think I will be able to get him and Putin together, and we'll get it ended. It would have never started if I were president. We had no chance of starting. I knew Putin very well, know him very well, and it was the apple of his eye. Ukraine was the apple of his eye. He did love it. He did want it, but he knew he couldn't do it. He wouldn't. He would not. He knew he could not do it. He would have never done it if I was president. And now when you look at all of the death and all of the destruction, even of their culture, because those cities are wiped out.
What's Twitter looking like right now? Give me the updates.
Outside of Kiev, most
of
those cities are wiped down to the ground. And it's so sad. And when those buildings come down, there are plenty of people in there. People think those buildings don't have people. They have a lot of people in those buildings that don't want to leave. And those buildings come down. They're big buildings, big, heavy buildings, and they come down. And the people are crushed. Instantly, they're crushed.
Horrible.
Missiles hit them. So I'll get it. But it could have been if the election weren't rigged, let me tell you something. If the election weren't rigged, we wouldn't have had Ukraine and Russia. We wouldn't have had the attack
Adin
on
Ross
Israel.
committing a
And Israel
possible
would right now
violation by
not be
offering
fighting. There would be no
a presidential
problem.
candidate a Rolex
And
watch
we
worth
wouldn't have
well
had
over
that horrible embarrassment of
$40,000 matched up for
Afghanistan,
individuals
where we
right before
gave
they
them
react
$85
together to
billion
a
worth
PowerPoint
of
slide of plans
equipment,
of
and we
Trump's
lost
peak
13
clown
soldiers,
show.
many
Crazy.
injured,
Yeah.
many bad. You know, nobody talks about the ones that don't have arms and legs and their faces wiped out. But none of that would have happened, and inflation wouldn't have happened, because inflation was all started by their stupid energy policy.
Is that a thing?
These people are incompetent. And I tell you what, I worry about the next 5 months, even after the election. You know, they're there for 2 months after the election. I worry that bad things can happen in 5 months, because these
What is the rule
people that
against
are
that?
there and they're running our country are grossly incompetent.
Gotcha. I wanted to touch base real quick on the inflation thing. So, you know I saw you when you went to go speak in Nashville.
He didn't even lie. He
You talked
was
about
studying.
crypto. You said that crypto can help with that. You know, you mentioned that's
Mention
somewhat
ETH.
like gold.
Mention ETH.
Do you think that, you know, if when you get back in office, you would still fully support crypto? And, you know, I just saw that the U.S. government, ever since you spoke about it, they're selling crypto. They're selling it. So what would you do if you were in office with crypto?
It's something they shouldn't be doing, because they should be trying to build it. So if we don't do it, China's doing it, other places are doing it, and they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pump.
And it's a
Pump that
very
motherfucker.
modern currency. It's a very modern form. And I know a lot of very good people that are really into that world and into that market. They're smart, they're good people, and they think it's going to be very beneficial. And remember this, though, it's very important.
When that
It's like
fucking
AI.
drop,
Do you love it?
I copped it.
Not like it? If we don't do it, China's going to do it, or
course.
other people are going to do it.
Yeah.
And we can't be left behind. And crypto is right in that sphere. And it is a form of currency. And again, China's already doing it. But if we don't do it, they're going to do it. AI is something that's really at the top of the list.
Yeah.
And there are pros and cons to everything. But China is trying to do everything.
Yeah.
And
I'm up 9%, gang.
we've got to beat them to the punch.
I would love to see you and Elon, you know, get together and talk about AI together. I think it's really, really important, because, you know, Elon with what he's doing, and then obviously you guys can really come together, maybe try to find some solutions for AI, because it is getting out of hand. You see a bunch of fake stuff. It's really getting crazy.
It's, you know, one thing about AI that's interesting is, and who would believe this, to really be at the top
Trying to
of
follow
it and to
Elon? I ain't
dominate,
gonna lie.
because China's very much
I think you do now. Elon been
artificial
sucking that
intelligence.
nigga shit.
Yeah.
Even the
Fuck with
name
him.
is sort of a weird name, because artificial intelligence sounds like, it's not really a very good name when you think about it. It's
No, it's
artificial.
not. Yeah.
It says like fake intelligence, right? But regardless, so you need
You own a Cybertruck?
massive amounts of electricity to be able to compete. Did you know that?
Wallahi.
Electricity.
Wallahi.
And if you don't build twice the amount of electricity that the country currently has, now think of that number. You need more electricity than the country has for everything, times
I
two.
bet.
Now think.
I
So
bet.
nobody's going to be able to get that done but me. I'm the only one, because you're going to have to build power plants at every plant. You're going to have a power plant for every plant. It's all electricity based. It's amazing. You need massive amounts of electricity. In the meantime, they built 8 chargers in the Middle West for cars, because we shouldn't have, obviously, all electric. You know, they have this electric car mandate, and they don't go far. They cost a lot. They're going to be made in China. And under Biden, he wants everybody to drive an electric car. No more gas-propelled cars, no more hybrids, no more anything. Think of it, how crazy.
You got a charger in
And
here,
you can
Philby?
drive a car from here to
phone
Los
charger?
Angeles on a tank of
Philby.
gas. Same thing with trucks. They want trucks to go
Philby.
electric. They'd have to make 6 stops to get to Los Angeles. With diesel, they don't have to
That's
make any
Philby has the phone
stops,
charger
and they
in.
have and the truck gets lighter as you go. You know, one of the problems with that is the weight. The weight of the batteries is so heavy; it's 2.5 times heavier than a truck without, with diesel. And you would have to rebuild all of your bridges all throughout the country. And I asked, the trucking industry supports me because of this. I mean, they probably like me, but they support me because of this, because they're not going to have an industry. I said, when you explain that you're going to have to rebuild all of your bridges in the country, when you explain that to the government officials that come and harass you, don't they say, oh, I see, well, then it doesn't work. Just that one thing, it doesn't work. When you explain to them that you have to stop 6 times for 4 hours a stop, and you talk about a supply chain problem, right? But I said, when you explain that to people, just tell me, do they say, oh, then we can't really do it? Because, you know, it makes sense. We can't do it.
Of course, yeah.
It's all right. You could have a child go into a meeting, and within 1 minute or 2 minutes, they would convince you that it doesn't work. maybe sometime, but I think it's essentially never going to work. In my opinion, it'll never work because you're always going to have a weight problem. You're always going to have, it's never going to be the same kind of a thing where you can drive for 2 days without stopping. It's just not going to happen that way.
Bro, this
and I said, what do they say when you go in and explain this? They don't care. They say, we don't care. We want you to go electric. And one gentleman, the biggest guy in the business, he said to me, all my life I've been buying trucks. For 50 years I've been buying trucks. And every year they got better, bigger, stronger, more beautiful. Every year for 50 years they became more efficient, more fuel efficient, better pollution control, everything. And if they make us do that, we'll go back 50 years, more than that. He said a truck 50 years ago would have been better than what they're making us use right now. And I say, when you explain that, do they do anything? They sit there, they look, and they say, we don't care. That's our mandate. You have to go all electric. These people are going to destroy our country. We can't let them do it.
Horrible, horrible. Mr. President, I know you're very busy. It's already 2:15. How much time would you say we have? Because I do want to give you this last gift.
Well, let's go do the last gift.
Let's go do it. Let's go do it.
So far, I like the gift you get.
Yeah, well, you're going to like this other one, too.
What do you think you got?
Hold on 1 second here.
Chat, predict on what you got him.
Let me go full screen real quick. You go full screen on the OBS.
Oh, the Cybertruck.
You should have the live view. Or the iron.
Do y'all see the chat?
It's great stuff. I don't know if I have enough time.
But then my dog just talk about how he fought with the motors still again. He about to get.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
But who, Trump? Yeah. Trump knows me. Trump mentioned me, yes. Talk about streamers on Twitch. You say you're in. You say you're in. You up, man. You up, man. You get a pardon, nigga.
Since day one.
Really, day one, huh?
Yes.
You love her.
She's your biggest
She's
fan.
doing good. She's a young woman.
Please get a picture with her. She's
Yes.
engaged.
Can I do that?
Yeah, of course.
Can I take, come on,
Somebody take
let's
a
get
picture.
I'll take it. I got you guys.
You stay right there. We're going to take a good one.
I'll take a great one. I got some good ones.
Look at come up. Come on!
Yeah, I think so, right?
No, she does.
I'll bet she does. She's probably tougher than I am. Have a good time, everybody. See you tonight.
Where's this at?
So what's your good side? What do you like walking on? What side do you like walking on?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you look good on both sides. Yeah, it doesn't really matter at all. X, come on outside with the truck.
Oh, shit!
This will be
By the way,
interesting.
do you like my buddy Felix's shirt?
I love that.
Felix, by the way, Mr. Trump.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, you got the grills on.
I like that. Hey, I know. That's what I noticed. I noticed the grill.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to see you. Thank you. Congratulations.
All right, well, you can already see the gift.
Yeah, I can. Wow.
You can't miss it.
That's an Elon.
It is an Elon.
Wow.
Shout out to Mr.
This is not real life, bro. Is this real life, bro?
Am I going to
I can lie.
close the door really
Chat.
quick? Just I want to show them the rap. Sure.
Just live
Check
in
out
the
this
moment,
rap and let me know your
man.
honest thoughts.
I think it's incredible.
Oh, shit.
I think it's incredible.
Go to the front.
So you know what they did? What Google did is they took, or they let it happen. See the Secret Service agents here?
Yeah.
They're angry and they put smiles on their face.
Right.
You heard about that?
Yeah, no.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, I know. But that's how easy it is to manipulate
It's
everything.
a little bit scary.
Yeah, it is. It's very scary. We need like a system where we can quickly fact check things and see if it's real and authentic.
Yeah, and right now they don't have.
I'm glad I understand though. When it comes to this AI
So,
shit, we do need
I know we're
that.
not going to drive anywhere, but I was wondering if you wanted to like listen to like a song in here.
Let's go.
All right, cool. This is how you open it up.
It is incredible.
Yeah, it is. I'll get on the other side.
The way this AI shit is these days, it's even fooling like hip niggas, bro. Where is this at, chat?
Bottom left.
Bottom.
Oh.
This.
Yeah.
Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie. Why my Tesla app hit me up talking about some... My tri-motor Cybertruck is ready to get picked up. What do I do with it? I already have one.
It says timeout started.
Okay.
Let me just try this one more time.
Is it hooked up to the Wi-Fi?
Should be. Yeah, I think we're live. Let's see.
That's good.
We'll know in a second if we're live right now.
Y'all about to see what I'm about to do to the Cybertruck chat.
Can you check? We good? We back? We good? Oh, we're good. All right. Now this is
actually
cool.
incredible,
That's
bro.
very good.
I've never even seen you in a car before.
Not too many. that's look at the
Bro,
look at the
Secret Service is probably
playlist.
all
This
around
is your
this
playlist.
fucking perimeter,
Good,
bro.
Yeah,
Your team picked out.
yeah.
You want to pick a song? Let's test out this
Okay, so
sound system.
let's try it. And you know, some of the artists I like better than others, but I like the other song better. So it's always tough.
Who's like your top 3 artists?
Well, we love Frank Sinatra, right?
Of course.
And you know, there's a couple that I really like, but I don't like the people, so I don't want to really mention their name. But look at this list as an example. So it's such a great list. Aren't the Beatles always good?
Come on, they're the best.
Rolling Stones are always good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Choose
Beatles go
one.
crazy.
Let's,
Look
let's,
at that.
you
So
you
let's
guys
do-
choose what you like to choose. You
Let's-
just swipe like this.
Oh yeah. That's fantastic, huh? How about, and we like the Beach Boys. We always like the Beach Boys.
We do like
Yo,
the
one of the
Beach
niggas I was
Boys.
blasting was a fucking Ken Carson.
How
The
about
fucking
if we
cut
did
it.
the following? About thinking that it's going to come back under proper management. How about California Dreaming?
Let's do it.
Oh shit, I ain't gonna lie, that's a banger.
Here we go, let's test this thing.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a banger. Chad, is that not a banger?
All right, Elon, let's see how good this system is.
It's a good-looking system.
It is, right? All right, now Spotify is glitching.
You may.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh, hold on.
That's good.
You like the sound
I think
system?
it's great. Now let's try the Beach Boys.
Beach Boys? Let's do it.
This is another good.
I ain't gonna lie, even though he is like the oldest president active, like right now, Joe Biden is crooks. This nigga feel way younger than he actually is. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't be all this.
How does he get?
Oh, this is my shit!
Or this. though.
Nah, that's one of my favorite songs of all time.
MJ?
Oh my god!
I want to say one thing. This is by far the best live stream I've ever done. And I want to say thank you.
Well, it's an
And
it's an
I do want to say I do want to do a little victory dance with you.
okay.
I want to step out the car, blast the music, and dance because I just had the best stream ever. You were right. You called it right before. What did you? You called me in the room and you said, "Watch, we're gonna have the most hits ever."
I
Watch.
think you will. And do you know what the hits are yet? Do you know? Have
No.
you been able to tell?
I want to.
When will you know?
We crashed multiple times.
I think you'll crash, yeah.
I think we're gonna see. I'm gonna get all the analytics, the real live view count, everything.
Well, you'll let me know. But
Wait
I
till
think
Donald
the-
Trump
the
finds out
biggest
that
show-
fucking
you know,
Kai
Nelson
Snap
by far,
monkey
the
ass
biggest.
and
I know.
Kevin Hart
I
jumping
was-
around in
I
the
didn't-
room
I
was the
hated
biggest
when
fucking
YouTube
dream
took them
ever.
down.
Yo,
So they had 7.5 million.
literally the
hits in,
fucking
like
president,
an
gang.
hour, and then they were taken down. And I told them they'd be taken down.
And they still left it up.
They
Right.
were great. No, they left. But I said YouTube or whoever it was took them down.
Right.
And I said that would happen. And I said, so
Are
let
you
me
shitting
ask
on
you,
Kai?
if that happens, are you going to fold? They said, nope. And they
I'm
never
shitting on
did.
Kai.
But they were
I'm
taken
talking
down.
to the
But they had
perspective of
7.5
Trump.
million in a very
Gang.
short period.
Kai, stop it.
That's crazy. I just seen
Still my
somebody
baby
said
boy.
with all the pages, all the pages, all the people
Right.
live rewatching us,
Right.
we hit over 1 million. We hit over 1 million live, which is
You're
amazing.
going to have a lot.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to break your record by a lot. And I think
I ain't gonna lie, he already broke his record, didn't he?
I won't get into that. But for whatever reason, people seem to like watching. I will say it's an honor to be with you, too.
Thank you.
You're a young guy. That's
Cap, wait, what's Cap?
amazing.
You
Maybe
say something
someday
K,
we'll
nigga?
make
No,
it.
listen.
I don't
He's
know about
talking
that. I'll leave
about-
it to Baron maybe one day.
With everything. I think there's somebody on YouTube streaming
But I
with
would love
300K chat.
to help Baron, when it comes to, we need you back in office, man. Let's hit this dance. I also,
How about this song?
Kevin at 7? Apparently there was
Elvis?
somebody on YouTube streaming this shit with 300K chat. I ain't gonna lie.
Right?
On YouTube. Hey.
You know what Doug was?
what?
He had the greatest songs of people that left him. Don't leave him.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Hurt. The same.
Hurt. I love Hurt.
I just wanna,
What's a good one?
the YMCA, man. That's
YMCA is the best. One.
That's the best one. The
Best one.
outro out. You know what
What
I
is
mean?
happening?
Right here.
Rage
No,
S.
I think
Kamala.
is it this one?
Yeah. She pull up on the ground, bro.
Let's go. Stop.
I'll tell you about TikTok. Trump is going to keep TikTok going. Paris, they have no idea what it means.
What the fuck did I just see?
What it's going to do is be good for China the other way. It's no good. We're going to save TikTok. They want to destroy TikTok. So all of the people on TikTok, vote for Trump.
Vote for Trump. An amazing stream. W's in the chat.
Thank you, man.
Any last word? Live and the stream.
I just want to make sure you break your record. If you don't break your record, disappointed.
I think you broke it. Thank you, Mr. President. We can end that.
Great honor.
Okay. Damn. Legendary shit. Hate him or love him, legendary shit. Nobody else on planet Earth, maybe I'm wrong, has gotten anybody as important on a live stream, especially in the WNL community. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe there has been somebody else, but not in the WNL community, and that's a fact. Hate him or love him, this has been the most important live stream, like, guest of all time. I'm not gonna lie. It just is what it is. Adin Ross actually might be, no, that is crazy. Adin Ross is gonna be in history. Adin, that is crazy. That is actually crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is tough. I ain't gonna lie. Adin, you just put a lot of eyes on Kick. Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. This is not about me. Not about, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Adin, good shit. Again, chat, hate him or love him. You gotta admit, this was legendary. This is next level. This is next fucking level, gang. Can't even cap. Can't even cap. Can't cap, gang. Alright? So look. Cardi was way better. Yeah, fucking gay vampires sitting in the fucking background and scamming this nigga got a 200 fucking beans fucking doing nothing was better. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Nigga 30 trying to have aura in front of a fucking live stream. Nigga not talking or nothing. Like, fuck out of here. But alright. I'ma holla at y'all. Adin, I'm proud of you, gang. Good shit. This still don't feel like real life, because what the fuck is happening? What the fuck did I just watch? Nonetheless, Adin, I'm proud of you, gang. Good shit, bro. Good. That's next level. No fucking buddy has had a more important figure on a fucking live stream in the United States, gang. You hold that right now. You fucking hold that. Literally, you hold that. You literally hold that. Alright, yo. Fix your legs. Yo, fix this dick from entering your butt without fucking lube. Because if it enters your butt without fucking lube, you're gonna fucking bleed. You're going to bleed out your asshole. Out your ass. I'm drunk. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna either go sleep or go back out. Alright? I love y'all niggas. It's 3:30 a.m. over here. I have a flight in a few hours. Yeah. I have a flight in a few hours. Again. And I'm proud of you, gang. Who y'all voting for? Who y'all voting for, gang? I ain't gonna lie. Nobody? Not gonna lie. I mean, if there's nobody, you can say nobody. I'm pretty sure Trump got more of the youth than Kamala got. I ain't gonna lie. Right now. What's up, Jakey? I ain't gonna lie, fuck that. Vote for me, gang. I'll make America great again, nigga. Shit. I'll make America great again. So if y'all could live in any other country, where would you live? I'll fuck with Japan. And chat, well, I find out I will never do this because I ain't a passport, bro. And I'm not a scumbag. But well, I find out you could nut in bitches in here and there's no child support clause and shit. You could dead ass go nut in a bunch of bitches in here and like there's no like, you know what I'm saying? You can run away. I will never do that. I'm an honorable man and a man of God, child of God, and I got a mother that raised me right. I will never do that. But I was at a dinner and a fucking nigga pulled up on me and told me that shit. I'm pretty sure he was a passport, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, cat, bro. I wouldn't. No, nigga. Nigga, what? Imagine me having a son and not knowing about it. Fuck that. What am I talking about, nigga? I'm out of here. I gotta go. I'm drunk. I got a flight in a few hours. I'm coming back home. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how to end. It's awkward. Silky is not here. If I just turn the fucking camera off, will it fucking end, nigga? Hello? Fuck. Yo! Bro, I ain't never had no map book, bro. What the fuck? How I change the window? I can't even go to the window. I ain't gonna lie. FNF? But this is so fucking awkward, bro. I'm sorry, chat. This is so fucking awkward. If I just start fucking gooning, like, fuck it. Like, if I just start, like, on some, like, I'm just powering this bitch off. I ain't gonna how I power it off. How you power off a MacBook? How you power up? Where's the off button on the MacBook? Is it the top right button, the circle? Is it the top right button, the circle? Yeah, I'm out of here, coach. It better be the circle.